Hi guys, Jassy here, and today we are going to be talking about either upper body pushing, where we're pushing overhead, or pulling anything overhead. So that's going to be things like overhead press and things like lat pull downs, okay? So it is going to be the same movement except for it's going to be obviously in reverse, right? So pushing, we're pushing up, pulling, we're pulling down. So the movement is the same, but the muscle groups we're going to be is a little bit different, okay? So the first thing when we are doing overhead presses, it's really important that we're able to fully reach overhead, okay? So when we are at the top of this movement, we don't want to be shrugging up, okay? We want to make sure our shoulder blades are pulled down and back, okay? So we don't want to be up here. We want to pull those shoulder blades down and back. So that's going to be the first thing we want to do is compact those shoulder blades down. You can do that by pretending you're squeezing through your armpit, okay? So first thing, squeeze, and then you're going to have your arms. Your hands are going to be right at your shoulders, elbows in a little bit, okay? So you don't have to be all the way out here. That might put a little bit too much pressure on your shoulders. But over here, that's also another way you can do it. But I usually recommend doing 45-degree angles, keeping those wrists nice and flat. You're going to squeeze through your armpits and push up over your head, okay? So again, you're going to feel that all right in here. You're going to squeeze through those shoulders and push straight overhead, okay? And then when you are doing a pull down, it is going to be a similar fashion, okay? So you're starting here. You want to make sure that you're not starting with your shoulders touching your ears, okay? The closer your shoulders are to your ears, the more you are engaging your trapezius muscle, which is not the muscles that we want to be targeting right now, okay? So arms straight overhead, you grasp here. If you want to focus on your lats or your latissimus dorsi, okay? So that's going to start at your hips, and it's going to come all the way through the back and attach up in that shoulder joint, okay? So it's going to be really important. You're here, and you're going to squeeze through the armpits, pull down, and then back up, okay? So when you are pulling down, if you are feeling it a little bit more in your shoulders, it's going to be more important for you to focus on pulling with these two fingers because that's going to initiate more of that lat, okay? So you're going to be here, squeeze through the armpits, and come back up, okay? So again, same thing too. You want to make sure our shoulder blades are pulled down and back. We don't want to be up here like that, okay? So we want to be nice and tall, pull down, and back up, okay? So those are kind of the main cues I like to focus on when we are pressing overhead or we're pulling overhead as well. The main part is going to be making sure that you're warmed up and ready to go before you do either of those movements. So it's going to be important to focus on soft tissue work, get those lats nice and stretched out and mobile, and also making sure the chest is nice and open. So things like sitting down at your desk all day, it's going to be really important to make sure that you are warming up properly. So those are the tips I have today for overhead pushing and pulling. If you do have any questions, feel free to leave a comment below, and we'll reach out to you and help you best with your movement patterns. Hope you have a wonderful rest of your day.